The Day viewers, today, Friday, May 1st, millions of workers across the globe have taken to the streets to mark International Workers' Day, also known as May Day. What began over a century ago as a call for an 8-hour workday has now become a powerful platform for demanding better wages, improved working conditions, peace, and economic justice in an increasingly unequal world. From Europe to Asia, the Americas to Africa, today's protests reflect deep frustration over inflation, job insecurity, widening inequality, and the lingering effects of global conflicts. Across Latin America, the protests were fiery. In Mexico City, Brazil, and Argentina, unions linked arms with social movements, protesting government austerity measures and demanding fairer wealth distribution. In Brazil, demonstrators tied May Day to recent political developments, including efforts to reduce former President Bolsonaro's jail term. In Asia, huge crowds turned out in the Philippines, South Korea, and Indonesia. Philippine workers marched against contractualization and the low pay, while in India, protests focused on farmers' rights and labor law reforms. In Japan and South Korea, demonstrations were more subdued but still firm on calls for work-life balance and better corporate accountability. Africa is seeing passionate participation. In South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, and Senegal, workers are using the day to highlight unemployment, rising living costs, and insecurity. In Nigeria, the NLC and TUC led rallies, lamenting poverty and demanding full implementation of the minimum wage and urgent economic relief. Similar scenes played out in other cities across the continent. In the Middle East, protests took on added significance amid ongoing conflicts. Demonstrators in several countries called for peace and an end to wars that have devastated economies and displaced millions. United States and Canada also saw actions in major cities like New York, Chicago, and Toronto. Unions focused on workers' rights in the tech and service sectors, alongside broader calls for immigration reform and healthcare access. Organizers worldwide say this year's May Day is one of the largest in recent memory. The core message remains clear: workers built the modern economy, yet many continue to struggle for basic dignity and fair pay. As the sun sets on these global demonstrations, one thing is certain: the voice of labor is loud, united, and refusing to be ignored. This is Top Accolade News. We will continue to monitor developments from these historic May Day protests. Stay with us for more updates.